sound. How did that... You might want to talk to Hypatia before we head out. She's taken one of the rooms. Just for a while, I think. Needed to be away from Admire.
Up on deck. Hypatia, what can you remember? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He might be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. That man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Admire. Thank you. Even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Admire. Thank you.
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's get underway. Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, harassing people who look like trouble.
You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station.
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Yes, but it's been years.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll see you after it's done.
Corvo, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Empress is gone. The age of Delilah is underway. But the danger hasn't passed. Not at all. Through vile trickery, the so-called royal protector Corvo Attano escaped. And he's here among us. I'm sure of it. Scheming and vile. Be vigilant.
I'm a boy! I don't want to die! Hey! Who is... You and me now! No! No! You're stinging me!
Welcome. There's something familiar about you.
I've been away from Karnaca for a long time. I need a rewire tool, like the ones used by the Grand Guard. No questions. Clear?
Yes, sir. But I can't help you right now. I have people coming in, and I can't be responsible for their manners if you take my meaning. Paolo is coming by. See me later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by. I think he's here. Hide yourself.
Lock it down. This won't take long. Make sure we have some privacy. Who do we have here? What's the mask for?
Walk on. You won't like how this ends.
Oh, that's not how it ends? How does it end then? With an old man giving me advice in my own damn city, then being force-fed his ugly mask? Because that sounds like something I'd like a lot.
I'll crush you! You time to die!
This won't take long.
Think you look tough?
Great in my
Hiding your
collection.
face?
Take it!
I'll cut you in half!
Bet. This isn't. I cut you in.
It's got nothing left!
Pocket void.
Where'd it go?
This can't be.
I can't believe you're alive after crossing Paolo.
He talks a good game, but I was putting down his kind when I was 16.
Come in. I might have what you've been asking for. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. A deal well made. A pleasure to do business. You won't be sorry. You want blueprints for better weaponry.
Hey, appreciate it. I'll let you in on a secret. I saw people coming and going recently, looking for whale oil, up to something. You watch yourself. A Grand Guard aren't too friendly to strangers.
Someone looks armed and dangerous.
When the Grand Guard go into the place and see it packed solid with blood flies, they burn the building to the ground, and the ones on either side.
They may just smoke flash it. Either way, the jewels will be ruined. We're not getting our money. Am I ever gonna catch a break?
Nobody's looking out for nobody right now. We'll go back tonight and dig the jewels out. After that, we'll make a quick exit from Karnaca.
Wall for all they listen.
Huh? What?
Between the flies and the filth,
Someone!
it's getting hard to
Help
breathe
me!
around
Someone!
here.
Anyone! Someone protect me!
Oh, hello.
Hey,
Over here!
what's going on?
Shit! Bet this one's carrying coin. Come back here!
Let's see you die. No use running. I lost him. Where is he? Damn it!
What the void was that noise?
I can see Jindosh's mansion from here. The gate's down. I'll need the code.
Huh? You aren't going anywhere! See what you got! Found guilty of stand in my way! Come on!
Nothing would ever happen to this city.
Hey, who are you?
ABC. Huh.
What the? I'll check her out. Here, let's have a look around.
I thought that... Huh? But there was... How did you do that? But there was... Where did... Am I going?
I've known people like Jindosh. Broken children who'd cut up. Jindosh, it's time to pay for what you've done, and maybe I can find Sokolov. I'd love to see this thing choking Delilah to death. Why use words when I've got weapons to make my point?
Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed and bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are quite formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those who've dared to explore further, very few have found their way back out. Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed and bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are quite formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those who've dared to explore further, very few have found their way back out.
Who would build something like this, and why?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Kieran Jindosh, but you must know that. Activation systems. Anyone there? Waking up.
The space behind the walls.
Would there be some misfiring of the mechanism? I knew I wasn't mistaken. You skulked about for a time, but in the end, your animal curiosity got the better of you. I challenge you to come find me. Take whatever you seek, but all along the way, and I'll have your body carried to my lab. What weird array active? According to the scales beneath the floor and my acoustic sensors, right click. Find presence. A stranger marches into my home. He begins blowing everything to bits. Oh, the machine is over. Shut down. Surge, then drop in oil pressure. Your last moment, the last vision to behold. Damage ahead. Truly impressive. Not many people would still be standing after that. Playback indicates criminal profile. Stop all action. Must I have you restrained? In part, I made this place for luxury and spectacle, I suppose, but it's more than that. This place is a testament to engineering itself. Playback for detection registered.
Barred from the other side.
Okay, enemy encountered. Playback for combat protocols. There's another test for the quality of the soldiers. Each makes them better. In the end. Another clockwork down. Each of those costs a princely sum, I assure you.
Hungry people just work harder. It's indisputable.
My clockworks weren't enough for you. You also slaughtered my guards.
Stand clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon!
Masterpieces. Each one costs a fortune, you know.
Wait! Where did he go? Here you are! Take that!
Saw something?
Where did you...
I always have a use for those who seek to pilfer from my home. Wish me harm. My assessment chamber has plenty of room for you test subjects, and you'll be in good company, since the infamous inventor Anton Sokolov is there now, residing comfortably, much to my amusement.
Very.
So even bystanders fall to your wrath. What a tenacious monster you are. I'll enjoy dissecting your brain, discovering the poisons within. You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. Feel your pride, anticipation. But the warm light, the original Sokolov version was inelegant. So even bystanders fall to your wrath. What a tenacious monster you
What have you
are.
done?
I'll enjoy dissecting your brain, discovering the
We're
poison.
waiting for Kirin Jindosh.
Be careful. This was developed by successful limits of the Clockwork Soldiers. Quite dangerous. You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. Feel your pride. Anticipation.
Huh? But there was... Where did...
like what's coming next, stranger. General detection state indicates some detection without... At last, stranger, you found me. Do you realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room? Gated laboratory in your eyes. Please, try not to damage anything as you pass. Clockwork soldier, dispatch this intruder.
Check this out.
Military this in case a body is discovered.
Welcome to the final mystery, Jindosh.
It's the machine.
It would have to be you. Perhaps Megan came for you in Dunwall. But Jindosh...
Already growing cold. Don't try to move.
Well, that's the Corvo I remember.
This city is a place of riches, but not all get a seat at the banquet table.
General detection state.
Delilah Copperspoon.
You are a nuisance to the city. Didn't anybody tell you?
You did it. How is he?
Frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
All right, there's... again, but it feels different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
I told you, dear. When you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessica's younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Isn't this... well, it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie, what is your name?
It was her. Delilah's wife. She broke it.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? When I saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing, and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress.
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaca's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
Maybe, Alexandria, but sometimes your friends dictate your fate. Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Medicinal supplies are low. I might have to go out for extract of blood ox liver. And some leche thistle seeds. If I don't see you again, you've got my ongoing gratitude. Megan Foster keeps up a hard front, but she's been good to me.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.